Arrows. Man, the choices are endless when it comes to this subject, it seems like. In this video, I'm going to discuss why I picked what I did and what I'll be running for the 2026 season. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Keystone State Bowman here, out here at the local range today. This gun giving the ARC 34 a little workout. Beautiful day. Bluebird sky day. A little chilly this morning. It was about 22 when I got up this morning. I waited till she got up till freezing before I came out. I like it a little bit. There the other week there, it was almost in the mid 80s. I'm not ready for that yet, but this morning she was a little bit too chilly. But bring on turkey season, man. May 2nd. I know a lot of you other guys probably watching this are already been either hunting, might even already got a bird. One of my biggest complaints about this state, I don't know, man. There's no reason why you couldn't bring it in a month early, or even 2 weeks earlier, but that's another subject. But for today, I'm going to talk about arrows. For 2026, I'll be using the Warhead Rain Terror. It's a 250 spine, 8.9 grains per inch. See if there we go, get her to focus there. Lots of options when it comes to arrows, man. And here these last couple years, I feel like I've used so many of them, I can't even remember. Last year, it was like the day 6 arrows, just a little bit heavier. I was pushing with how I had them set up almost just shy of 600 grains. Well, I have nothing against heavy arrows, but for what I hunt, I did not want a 600 grain arrow. Last year, I opted for the Black Eagle X Impacts, and they were great. Shot great and everything. Very hard hitting arrows. Never busted one. They were about 515 grains. Then I ventured to a newer company called K2. Again, zero issues. The only issues I had, and it was my own damn fault, was I went with the 300 spine. Well, as tuning and everything went on with this ARC 34 hanging over here, at least for me, I'm shooting 29.5 inch draw, 72, 73 pounds with the Z mod. I have to do a review later. Again, I'm getting off subject, but them Z mods make that a whole different bow. But I was getting a lot of rights and lefts. Was having tuning issues. The 300 spine weren't cutting it. I needed something heavier. 250, 275. I shot the 275 day 6 ones, and they were great with my Lift-X 33 and the 250 spine Black Eagle X Impacts. They were great with that bow. But then, doing some research and everything, I landed on the Warhead. Again, them K2s, no problem. I could have got a 250 spine in them, but again, I was up to almost about 10. I think, I don't want to, hate to misquote myself. I want to say 10.6 grains per inch with a 250 spine, which isn't terrible compared to some other ones on the market. But these Rain Terrors and the 250 spine, as you can see, as I already mentioned, 8.9 grains per inch. So here we are. It's a 28 inch carbon to carbon arrow. With these ones, I opted for the Boutique glow in the dark woodland 5-inch wraps. We got the air razor vanes on there. Love these vanes. Not too sure I'm convinced of them compared to my Max Stealths, but they are a great option. They are quiet. They are a good way to save some weight off a build. But so far, I haven't had any issues. I used them before and had some issues with them. And once again, I guess you should maybe pick your targets better. In my experience, when you bury one of these up into a target and it wrinkles, bends, whatever terminology you want to use, they don't come back, and there's no way to get them back. Whereas the Max Stealths, I didn't have that issue. But again, these 7 grains per inch, same diameter, 2.8 inches long, 0.5 inches high, whereas the Max Stealths were 8.8 grains per inch. So I'm saving almost 2 grains per vein on this. That's why I opted for it. And I got his knock collar on there. That's an AAE IP5 knock. For these ones, I opted for a day 6 component. Can't really see their logo on there. There it is. It's all smudged up from shooting into my target. 55 grain. I guess you call it half out. Kind of a half out outsert, whichever one you prefer. Titanium and aluminum combined, 55 grains total. That's the head I was shooting last, obviously. You followed this channel enough. You know I'm a Magnus man. Black Hornet Razor. This happened to be what was on here. It's what I was shooting last year this morning. Coming in, this whole total build right now, 475 grains. Unfortunately, I can't give you a number on the chrono. I know when I was shooting my K2 arrows, I want to say they were 495, I think. And with that bow, I was getting 283. So I should save 20 grains off of that. So, but I'm almost positive. I think I was just shooting the regular switch weight mods. I wasn't shooting the Z mod, so I'm not sure. I'll have to maybe next time I'm down around the shop, I'll have to take it with me and send these through the chrono, because I'm not really a speed freak, but I am curious. But that being said, you can't. So far, these arrows have been phenomenal for me. They group well, tuned up with ease. 475 grains of pure power. Man, they smack the target. I know, like I said, all personal preference. I'm sure I might get some shitty comments. That's fine. Everybody, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really see any reviews on this arrow. And there are some good reviewers out there. But at the same time, there's a lot of shit talkers, I call them, on there too. Whereas, if it's not what they use, everything else is junk. I mainly landed on these. I've been seeing a good bit about them. Looked at them. Once again, that 8.9 inch grains per inch on a 250 spine's phenomenal compared to a lot of other companies. That's what drew me to these. And I'll be honest, obviously, haven't hunted with them yet. Seasons haven't started yet. It's only, what is today? April 9th, 8th, I think. I don't know, something like that. But so far, man, they've blown me away with the performance, the flight, the quality, the durability. I've already smacked a couple. No damage to be seen. So far, you can't go wrong. And they're affordable. I think they're, what, $90 for 6, I think. Plus, owner of the company, Jason, real hell of a nice guy. Talked to him multiple times on Messenger, TikTok, commenting on each other's TikTok videos and that. Real down-to-earth guy. His biggest thing is he's hunting. He's a hunter. To me, that's everything. He puts out a quality product and he stands behind it. And he's just like the average guy, you or me. He's focused on hunting. He's focused on creating a good, affordable product. Plus, some things a few companies struggle with. I'll be honest with you, and this is a bright spot for me. He ships very quick. I can literally order a half dozen of these right now, and they'd be on their way to me this time tomorrow. Plus, he offers UPS. To me, again, that's huge. Say what you want. Everybody, again, has different experiences. In my experience, though, USPS is a joke. They suck. Especially ever since they seem to have created this ground advantage, and that's what everybody offers. You don't get your stuff. It just sits somewhere for days and days and days. Whereas him offers UPS ground delivery. Hell, I think it can only cost you another, I think it costs like, I don't know, I don't want to misquote myself, but I want to say it was like $8, $8.50. I have these things. If I ordered these right now, another half dozen, I guarantee you I'd have them by, what's today? Probably Saturday at the latest. Hell of a nice guy. Stands behind his product, makes a quality product. Again, the Warhead Rain Terror. You can check him out on his website, warheadarrowcompany.com. Check him out on Instagram, social media, all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. constantly upload new videos, especially on TikTok. I know some people aren't a big fan of that, don't have it. I'll tell you though, if you want to see some good content, he puts them out there, man. I did want to mention with these two this year, these are the Fireline 204 Knox by Warhead. I will be running these. I just did a little short a while ago on them that I'm going to be posting here as soon as I get home. Again, as you can tell from behind me, it's a beautiful day outside. I mean, it's chilly, a little breezy, but those Knox were phenomenal. As bright as it is, I've shot other companies. I won't mention any names. I'm not going to bash anybody. But I have shot other companies, other lighted Knox on a beautiful day like today. 20 yards, I couldn't even tell they were lit. These, there's no question about whether they were lit or not. You could get on there. He offers them in a 204 and a 245 standard diameter. I think even a half moon knock for you crossbow guys. So far, I've been impressed with them. They do bump your weight up a little bit. There's my IP5 knock, I want to say weighs 8.2 grains. I weighed these out. They're about 22 grains. So you do gain about 12, 14 extra grains. But didn't really stretch it out this morning, but I did shoot from 20 to 50 yards with field points and that bad boy right there, and it didn't change point impact for me. So again, the Rain Terror 250 spine from the Warhead Arrow Company. Check them out, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Hell of a good product, hell of a good price. Catch you later.